young man recognized the girl in front of him as his daughter, but he didn't dare reveal it, because at his current age, he was 1 year younger than his daughter. It turned out he was a reborn soul. To prove his identity, he took the girl to a bank to withdraw a large sum of money. When the bank manager heard that he had a vault in the bank, he ordered staff to surround them. Thinking the young man was an imposter pretending to be the vault owner, the bank president arrived and recognized his identity, but he had clearly been dead for 16 years, and was puzzled how he could be here. They then went to vault number 1. After 3 rounds of strict verification of dozens of digits of the password, the vault door finally opened. Inside were 300 tons of gold, worth tens of billions of dollars. Originally, this was the inheritance the richest man left for his daughter before his death. The president assumed the young man was the richest man's illegitimate son, not knowing that he himself was the richest man. In his previous life as the richest man, he had only a short time to live due to cancer. Before dying, he entrusted all his inheritance to his younger brother, and left his only daughter in his brother's care. But he never realized that his illness had actually been caused by his brother's long-term poisoning, with the goal of seizing his wealth. When he opened his eyes again, he saw his younger self reflected in the glass. He thought he had returned to age 20, but the surrounding environment and advertisements at the door indicated that he had not gone back in time, but had been reborn into the year 2025. Thinking that his daughter, who had been 3 at the time, was now 19, he excitedly prepared to go home and see her. Not far away, a girl caught his attention. Watching her unique and bold dance moves, he couldn't help but laugh out loud. The girl, displeased, approached him, demanding why he was laughing. During the argument, the young man glimpsed the birthmark on her shoulder, which was exactly like his daughter's. But then he realized the girl could not be his daughter, since his daughter had been raised as a wealthy girl under his brother's care. Just as he was about to leave, he accidentally stepped on the girl's dropped work ID. The moment he saw the information on it, he finally confirmed that the girl was indeed his daughter. It turned out that after middle school, the girl had been kicked out of her home by her uncle. She had been surviving by working in factories for years, and recently had been dismissed after the factory manager withheld her wages. Realizing how harshly his daughter had suffered, he immediately fired the factory manager. After avenging his daughter, he brought her to the bank. What happened next was exactly the scene described earlier. The president assumed the young man was the richest man's illegitimate son, so all the money in the vault now belonged to him. The young man said he wanted to buy a house, and demanded it be better than his current brother, the richest man. The president told him that his brother's wealth was less than 1/100,000 of his own, and promised to buy him a top-tier mansion. Meanwhile, his brother also arrived at the bank. The security blocked him, citing VIP customers, not realizing the VIP was his reborn older brother. The astonished girl followed him home, thinking she was lucky, assuming he was interested in her figuring beauty, but she was surprised to find he didn't care about any of that. Later, she told him that, after her uncle inherited the company, he had treated her as a servant. She had been kicked out after middle school, and had survived all these years on meager factory wages. Hearing this, the young man was furious. Thinking he was fortunate to be reborn and given a chance to make amends, he vowed to reclaim everything his brother had stolen, and seek justice for his daughter.